Alright, everybody, good day, good night, good morning, good whatever you're getting this video. I know you know this person long time. Real Javi, King Javi on Instagram, him link in the description. We are going to be pranking the 11th grade students now. Grade, I love you to the bone, but you don't have to get pranked. So the first person, and the prank is, let me say, I'm going to show you when me that tell 11th grade. So the ministry are going to call them to do an assessment. Take a look at that video right now. One thing I need to tell you about, I never tell you about, is that the Ministry of Education, you listening? Will call you. I don't know if they're going to call you or your parent. You listen to me, I said, Bossy? Will call you or your parent doing an assessment of me. They'll ask you about my teaching style and all of those things, so you know should know how to answer. Nobody gonna tell the people them say me a thief. They tell them me not like did. Alright, but they will call you and they are going to do an assessment of the class and maybe other classes too. So please be aware of that. Am I clear, everybody? Alright, so that's the video. So right now what we're gonna do, we're gonna call them and we're gonna test them to see if them honest, if them are work hard. Me the man me pray every class and me no smell bad. And all them, so we're gonna test them to see if them are gonna say about them something there, alright? And see if them love the class them.
But which name you gonna use though?
Which name?
Yeah.
Can't say Mr. Clarke, man.
Yeah, you can use that, true.
So the first person we're call is Kevisha Blake. Nikki Steele. Can't believe this.
Hello?
Hello, good night. Is this Nikki Steele?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. My name is Mr. Clarke and I'm calling from Ministry of Education, right?
Okay.
Yes, I'm calling in regards of our annual survey and the teacher's appraisal process. Is it a good time for you to talk now?
Yes, it is.
Okay, wonderful. How has your day been so far?
Good.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions and I hope to get a good response from you, okay?
Okay.
Alright. Answer each question as honestly and genuinely as possible. From 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how are your general classes?
Like all of them?
Yeah.
8.5.
Okay. Next question. How are your POB classes?
Sir, those are the best classes ever. Like, all the other classes, I look forward to go to the class there. Like, yeah.
Okay. And why is that?
Because, like, my POV teacher, alright, it's like this. If somebody in the classroom don't really understand how they do it, you like figure out, like, you study the person, like, say, it's because you know kind of understand it a way there.
Yeah.
About different type of way where you could understand it and then now come off of the topic until everyone gets it.
Okay, that's
It's
good.
like
That's
that
good.
type of person. You will sit down like the whole evening until we actually understand what we're doing.
Okay, so you say he's a very good teacher then?
Yes, he's a very excellent teacher.
Okay, that's great. Next question. What type of person do you classify your teacher to be?
A word to describe Mr. Miller. No, not. Alright. He's a very general person.
Yes.
He will go out of his way to make sure that you're okay and things, make sure you understand the work and all those things.
Okay.
And me, I try to pick up one next door, but it not really come to my head, but yeah.
Okay. Next question. Many students have said that he has an unbearable odor. Have you experienced that before?
No.
So he always come to classes smelling fresh.
Yes.
Okay. Is it true that he allows his students to do as they please in class, like eat, talk, play around, and all manner of things?
No.
So is he a strict teacher?
No, he's not a strict teacher.
Okay. So this is the last question. Recently the ministry warned him against praying in classes. Does he still do so?
Yes, he do.
So
always start off the class by having a prayer and then getting to the lesson.
Okay. That's a serious offense, you know. He can be terminated for this offense.
Why?
Because praying is not allowed any at all. So do you think that praying before classes will make the lesson better for the students or whatever?
Yes.
Why?
It's because I'm a religious person. I'm gonna say yes because yeah.
So what would you say to a person who is not religious?
Well, I don't know. I really don't know. But no one in the class doesn't have a problem with it, so yes.
Okay.
Sometimes people actually volunteer to pray, so there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Steele, and do have a wonderful evening.
Okay.
Alright.
Same to you.
Alright, thank you.
Nikira, not Nikira. Nikira, you do well, Nikira. Very good. We are trying Ravel now. Ravel, we are calling now. Ravel.
Kevin?
Hello, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. Is this Ravel?
Yes.
Alright, wonderful. My name is Mr. Clarke. I'm calling from the Ministry of Education. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yes, that's okay.
And it's possible for you to speak now?
Yes.
Alright, no problem. So the first question, answer them as honestly and genuinely as possible, alright?
Okay, no problem.
Alright. From 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how are your general classes?
7.
7? Why 7?
For general classes?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you get a bit stressing, being that it's warming down to the actual set date,
Okay.
nervousness and all of that.
Okay, understood. Alright, next question. How are your POB classes?
My POB, excellent. That's the best class. 10 out of 10.
Okay, well, that's why 10 though?
Mr. Miller, how he interacts with us, everything is just great.
Okay. What type of person do you classify your teacher to be?
POB?
Yes, POB.
He's a very generous, very intelligent, and he always tries his best to work with his students, push them.
Okay.
And yeah, he's very motivational also.
Okay, so you say he's one of the best teachers at your school, right?
Yes, without a doubt.
Okay, that's wonderful. Next question. Many students may say that he has an unbearable odor. Is that true?
No, I don't know. I've never experienced that.
So you always come to classes smelling fresh and
yes.
stuff?
Yes, he does.
Okay, that's great. Next question. Is it true that he allows the students to do whatever they want in class? They eat,
No.
they play around, they talk a lot. Is that true?
No, we don't play around.
Okay, so when they go to class, it's business.
Business, and if he realizes that the class is like lazy, and no, because we have to go to school 7, so like
Yeah.
if he realizes that the class is lazy, he will do like an activity where he make us stand and it answer question or do some thing to like activate the brain, like ask some speak things like
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's great actually. Next question. Recently the ministry warned him about praying in classes. Does he still do that?
Yes, he started the class with prayer in the morning.
Really? Because that's a very serious offense, you know.
Yeah, he does. He does. We pray every morning because no one in the class have a problem with it. Students even ask us to like, sir, so we're not gonna pray before we start this morning. Even if he doesn't do it, students try to do it.
Okay, understand. He can be terminated for that still, you know. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I was just saying he can be terminated for that because that's a very serious offense.
Oh, I did not know that.
But on the other hand, do you think that praying before classes enhance the class?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, that's all for now. Do have a great evening, Ravel.
Okay, same to you.
Alright, thank you very much.
Yes.
Alright, Ravel, big up yourself, Ravel. Alright, we have Tanique now. Tanique. Lindsay. Tanique with a J.
Hello, good night. Is this Miss Lindsay? Pardon me? Okay, is it possible you could talk now? I'm calling from the Ministry of Education. Alright, could you please go somewhere where I can hear you properly though?
You can hear me now?
Yes, this is much better. Alright, so again, I'm Mr. Clarke from the Ministry of Education, and I'm here just to ask you a few questions. Is that okay? Alright. So answer each question as honestly and genuinely as possible. From 1 to 10. From 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how great are your general classes? 10. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next question. How are your POB classes?
It's the best class.
It's the best class. Why?
Because it feels very good. It explains very good other from the rest of the tutors.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. So what type of person do you classify your teacher to be?
This one, like, everyone.
The POB.
He sit down and teach, make sure that everyone in class understands.
Okay. But what type of person you think he is?
He's a great man.
Okay. Okay. Next question. Many students have said that he has an unbearable odor. Is that true?
No.
For real?
Yes.
Because I've been getting a lot of complaint that he comes to class sweaty and the students can't take it and they're frustrated with it.
No. That is untrue.
That is untrue.
That is untrue.
Okay. Okay. So, the ministry recently warned him about praying in classes. Does he still do that?
No.
He doesn't pray in classes again?
He doesn't pray into our class.
Oh, he doesn't pray into your class. Okay, because he was recently drawn up for that because that's an offense.
I never seen do that into the class before.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Miss Lindsay. Do have a wonderful evening.
Yes, thank you.
Alright, thank you.
Hey, Tanik. You're not easy to Tanik. Tanik said no in the prayer. But big up yourself though, I rate that. Alright, so I call Tanis now. Alright, Tanis now. Woo!
Hello, good night. Is this Miss Bartley? Hello? Hello? My name is Mr. Clarke. I'm calling from the Ministry of Education.
What?
I'm a
Color. Yo, repeat that best ever.
Okay, is it possible you could answer a few questions right now?
Yes.
Alright, wonderful. So the first question, from 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how are your general classes?
10.
It's a 10. Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
It's a 10, right?
Yes.
Alright, could you please speak up for me? Thank you. Next question. How are your POB classes?
Very good.
They're very good. Okay, that's great. Next question. What type of person do you classify your POB teacher to be?
Well, before he came to the school, I didn't understand POB that much until he came. Yes, because it's very helpful. Yes.
Okay, so before he came, you didn't really understand POB.
So I didn't really understand.
Okay, but he made sure that you're getting it.
Completely.
Okay, wonderful. Next question. We've received many complaints about Mr. Miller having a bad odor when he comes to class. Is that true?
No.
It's not true?
No.
So how would you say his entire attire when he comes to class?
Very clean. As a teacher.
Okay. Repeat that?
It's just like how we're supposed to as a teacher.
Okay, thank you. And the next question. Is it true that he allows the students to do whatever they wish to do in class? They eat, they play around, they talk a lot. Is it true?
No.
So he's a very strict teacher?
No, I wouldn't say he's strict, but we make sure that we do our work. So we don't understand.
Okay. Okay. So the last question and then we're over. So the ministry warned him about praying in classes. Does he still do so?
You would say
I'm sorry, I'm not hearing you clearly. Could you please repeat that?
I said, because I'm on the road, that's why.
Yeah, so could you go again, please?
Repeat the question.
Yes, I was asking. I was saying the ministry warned him against praying in classes. Does he still do so?
It's for like about 2 times a week before we start. That's what I recall.
Okay, just 2 times. Because it's a very serious offense and he can be terminated for that. So that's why we're asking. Hello?
Yeah, I'm hearing you.
Yeah, so that's all the questions that I have to ask. So do have a wonderful evening, alright?
He's the best teacher for me.
Repeat that?
He's the best teacher for me.
Oh, he's the best teacher for you.
Yes.
Okay, that's wonderful. And are you the best student?
Okay. That's good.
You're not sure? Well, next time you need to be sure. Okay? Okay, have a wonderful evening. Alright.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Is this Andrean Taylor?
Yeah?
Hi, I'm calling from the Ministry of Education. Just here to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to answer them as honestly and genuinely as possible.
Alright.
So from 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how are your general classes?
7, 8. 7 to 8.
Okay, thank you. Next question. How are your POB classes?
Still on the scale of 1 to 10?
Yes.
8, 8.5.
Okay. So what type of person do you classify your teacher to be? Your POB teacher, that is.
You're a very good teacher.
He's a very good teacher. Okay. So many students have said that he has an unbearable odor. Is that true?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
We've received so many complaints upon complaints that he comes to class sweaty. He doesn't have a good odor at all.
I don't think that is true.
Okay. Thank you. Next question. Is it true that he allows the students to do whatever they wish to do in classes? They play, they eat, they talk?
No, that is not true.
Okay. Last question. Recently the ministry warned him about praying in classes. Does he still do that?
I don't know.
You don't know? So aren't you in classes when the classes are about to begin, or you're one of the late students?
I'm not late. But I don't think so. I don't think so.
So he doesn't pray to begin classes anymore?
Well, yeah, sometimes.
No, sometimes, because the ministry warned him about it, because it's a serious offense. He can be terminated because of that. So that's why we're just doing some checkup on him to see, so he doesn't really do it again then.
No.
Alright, thank you very much for your cooperation. Have a wonderful evening.
You too.
Alright, thank you.
Hello?
Hello, good evening. Is this Dan Walker?
Good evening, and yes?
Alright, my name is Mr. Clarke and I'm calling from the Ministry of Education. How are you this evening?
Okay, I'm doing fine this evening. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. So I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Is that okay now?
Okay, sure.
Alright, wonderful. So from 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how great are your classes?
Well, some of them I would give 10, but some I would give a little lower.
Okay, a little lower like what? Give me a number.
I would say 6.
6, wow, okay.
Reason being was me never did get enough online. Me did drop back online since face to face, me did pick up back.
Okay, noted, thank you. Next question. How are your POB classes?
I'll give it a solid 10.
Oh, wow, why?
Okay. My favorite teacher, Mr. Miller,
Yes.
him really focused and him want the best for his students.
Okay.
He always motivate us and make sure we understand whatever him teach. You know, like teach and then just run to something else. It make sure everybody understand what him teach before he move on.
Okay, that's great. So you'd say he's a very wonderful teacher then?
Yes.
Okay, so the next question. What type of person do you think he is?
I think he's a jovial and a concerning person.
Okay. Any more?
Yeah, he always try and look out for his children. And always go out of the way to make sure that them learn.
Okay, so it's
That means if one subject I teach and when I understand it, him have no problem. We make we stay off after school or even go on an online meeting just to make sure so people understanding the topic.
okay, so he's a great teacher then.
Yes, for me he is.
Okay, so we've been getting a lot of complaints that he has been coming to classes with an unbearable odor, sweaty, and all of that. Is that true?
No, sir. That's well. Anybody give you that information, you need to go back and confirm them because I've never seen him to a class sweaty or smells before. Never.
Okay, so he always comes to classes fresh.
Yes, and tidy.
Okay. Alright, 2 more questions and then that's it.
Okay.
Is it true that he allows his students to do whatever they please in class? They talk, they eat, they fool around. Is it true?
No.
So he's a strict teacher?
I would say yes. As in, when it comes on to learning, yes.
Oh.
Normally, must say if anybody have food or anything, make sure you say not come in a class with it because the classroom ones are coming to learn.
Okay, that's great. So the last question. We've been getting some more complaints about him praying before classes and all of that, but we take that as an offense. So does he still pray in classes?
Carry on, please. You say he is praying in class.
Alright, let me repeat the question for you.
Okay.
We have warned him multiple times about praying in classes, but that's highly an offense. So does he still do it?
Can I ask a question before I answer? How is praying an offense? You know, him usually do it from time to time, not all the while and get the time to do it, but if you get the time, you will.
Okay.
But not sure how praying is an offense in class because
But
none of the students not complain against it.
Repeat the last part.
I've never heard any of the students complain against it because when we ask if anyone want to pray or if they are problem with anything and nobody never have a problem with it. So I'm not sure.
Okay then. Well, that's all for now. We're just doing some checks on Mr. Miller to see how well he's doing.
Okay.
Alright, so do have a wonderful evening.
Thank you and same to you.
Okay.
Yes, Dean, you're so intelligent, my boy. Yes, you.
My old one asked back question.
Yeah. Danica Grant.
Hello.
Hello, good evening. Is this Danica Grant?
Yes, this is she.
Wonderful. How are you doing this evening?
I'm doing great.
That's great. So my name is Mr. Clarke, calling from the Ministry of Education, just here to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, wonderful. So the first question, from 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how great are your general classes?
All of them?
Yes.
I would say 9.
Okay. Why?
Yeah.
Why 9? Why 9 and not 10?
Honestly, I don't know what to say about 9.
Okay, it won't pressure you.
Huh?
It won't pressure you. Next question. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, good. How are your POB classes?
POB?
Yeah.
Principle of Business.
Yes.
Well, it's okay. Learning, okay.
Okay. Just okay?
Yeah. Teacher is great, actually.
Okay. Why is the teacher great?
Because it pushes my level.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes. Alright.
Yeah.
So the next question. What type of person do you think he is?
A wonderful person. One that thinks you can do great.
Okay. So he's one of the best students at Port Antonio High.
You can say that, yes, because he thinks every student can learn.
Okay. Okay, that sounds fair enough. So we have received numerous complaints about him coming to classes with a foul odor.
Foul?
Yes, with an...
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, sorry about that, the phone disconnected.
Okay.
Yeah, so he comes to class with an unbearable odor. Is that true?
I can't answer that one. I don't.
So it's true?
No.
So he comes to class smelling fresh, not sweaty or anything?
Yeah.
Okay. So the next question. So recently, the ministry had warned him against praying in classes. Does he still do so?
Warn him?
Yes, about praying in classes.
Yeah, he pray. Like, I don't see the big deal.
Okay, but it's a very serious offense and he can be terminated for that. So you want to answer the question again? Does he still pray in classes?
Repeat?
I'm asking you, does he still pray in classes, because it's a very serious offense? He can be terminated if he still does, so I'm asking.
No.
So he doesn't pray in classes anymore?
No.
Okay. So that's the end of the questions. I want to say thank you for your cooperation and do have a wonderful evening.
Same to you, thank you.
Alright.
Yo! Something a full order. Cadine Mackenzie.
Hello, good evening. Is this Cadine Mackenzie?
Yes.
Okay, good. My name is Mr. Clarke. I'm calling from Ministry of Education. How are you this evening?
Good.
You're good. Hello?
Yeah, now I hear man.
Okay. So I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Alright. So from 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how great are your general classes? Man, hang up.
Can you that? This is it. Maybe I'm up a call for me, yo, we can't understand it, man. David Thompson.
Yeah.
Hello, good evening. Is this David Thompson?
Yes.
Alright, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing okay.
Alright, my name is Mr. Clarke. I'm calling from the Ministry of Education. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, wonderful. So the first question. From 1 to 10, with 10 being the excellent, how are your general classes?
Well, let's say a 7.
A 7? Why a 7 and not a 10?
Well, some of the classes, let's say, since COVID, I didn't get to do some of the classes.
Okay.
So I got only 4 subjects.
Okay.
So I lack in some subjects.
Okay, understood. So the next question, how is your POB teacher? What do you think of a POB teacher?
Inspirational.
Okay.
Admirable. Very smart.
Repeat that.
Admirable and very smart.
Oh, very smart. That's good. How many? Sorry. Many students have complained about the foul odor that he comes to class with. Is that true?
Foul odor? No.
So he doesn't come to class sweaty and all that, dirty and stuff?
No.
So how does he come to class?
Mr. Miller comes to class prepared. Always.
I'm talking about his attire.
His attire?
Yes.
You don't call it neat because Mr. Miller is a teacher, but very well dressed.
Oh, so he comes to class fresh?
Yes.
Alright, thank you. Next question. Recently, the ministry warned him against praying in classes. Does he still do so?
Praying in classes. Can I ask what is the problem in praying in classes?
No, the ministry has a strict policy against it.
A strict policy against it.
Yes.
So the ministry does not appreciate or even believe in prayer?
Not that they don't, but persons have a different view when it comes on to religion. That's why.
Oh, I understand.
So, does he still pray in classes? Because if he does, he can be terminated for that. So does he still pray in classes?
Pray in classes? Not that I can recall, no.
He has never done it before?
I can't say he has never done it.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's it for now. I want to say thank you for your cooperation and to have a wonderful evening.
Yes, and also to you, sir.
Alright, thank you.
Yes.
Ravel, man. Rochelle Stewart.
Hello, good evening. Is this Rochelle Stewart?
So the camera battery died, everybody,
This
hence
is
I had to
Rochelle's
use
my
my
number.
phone to finish this video. Pleasant viewing.
I would say 9.
9. Why 9?
Some difficulty in some classes.
Okay. Okay. Next question.
Okay.
How are your POB classes?
Well, they're really good.
They're really good.
Yeah, but
Go ahead.
I'm not really doing the subject. So,
Oh, you're not really doing the subject?
yeah.
Okay. But the classes are great either way.
Yeah.
Alright.
It is.
So describe your POB teacher for me.
Well, he's a great person.
Yes.
Yeah. And easy to work with.
Okay. That's it?
And Javaughn. I don't really have any problem with him.
Okay, so he's a great teacher.
Yeah.
Alright, wonderful. Many students have encountered Mr. Miller with a foul odor coming to classes. Is that true?
Huh?
Many students has encountered Mr. Miller coming to classes with a foul odor. Is that true?
No.
So how does he come to classes?
Well, I do. Just normal, just like our teacher would come to school.
So he
Classes.
doesn't come to classes sweaty.
No.
He comes to classes fresh.
Just like our teacher supposed to come to class.
Alright, thank you very much. Next question. Recently, the ministry warned him about praying in classes because that's a serious offense. So does Pardon me?
Pardon? I was just asking what did you say?
I'm saying recently the ministry warned him about praying in classes because it's a very serious offense. So does he still praying, not spraying?
Praying.
Yes.
Oh.
It's a very serious offense. So does he still pray in classes?
when we're going to start classes.
Oh, because you can be terminated for that, you know.
Okay.
So you want to answer that question again? Does he still pray in classes?
Pray in classes. I mean, prayers.
Yes.
No. Although I don't really go to the class early. Because I don't really do it.
Okay. Well, that's it. So thank you very much and do have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Alright, thanks.
Rochelle. I want to take this time to big up the grade 11 students. Big up every time. You don't know some love every single one of you guys. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching, everybody. Please remember to subscribe and share with your families and friends. Tell them that Unscripted TV is the YouTube TV channel that is for family, children, and everybody. So watch it and enjoy, and keep recommending this channel to people around you. Thank you very much once more. Big up on yourself.